Hello guys, we're just going to play a little bit with data science, or what is called machine learning, or also called artificial intelligence. And we're going to extract some intelligence from our data. We have a data set. The data set we're going to use is in CSV format, like Excel spreadsheet. And the data set is about flowers, and we're going to look at data concerning three types of flowers, and we're going to look at the petal dimensions, length and width, and the sepal length and width. And from there, we're going to classify these flowers into three classes of flowers. And that's our data set, and I'm going to show you here. So we're going to be using Jupyter Notebooks, and Jupyter Notebooks is basically just programming Python on on a website called Google Colab Collaboratory. So Google gives this facility free to use for anybody who wants to train himself in data science. And what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to import our data from this URL. So this is the URL, and it's on GitHub. The data is located on GitHub. And we're going to import some libraries like a pandas libraries and NumPy. Pandas is a data frame library that deals with data, basically with the large amounts of data. And NumPy is a mathematics library, numbers library, and arrays and things that does operations on matrices and stuff like that. And we're going to import the data set with this instruction. We're going to read the data set. We're going to put it in this variable called data set. And here we're going to see the head of the data. And the data, as you can see, has got the sepal length, the sepal width, the petal length, and the petal width, and the species. So there's different type of species. There's three types. Here is only one is shown. And we're going to import TensorFlow is another library by Google, and we're going to import Keras, it's included in TensorFlow, and we're going to import Seaborn. Seaborn is the library for visualization, so you can visualize the data. As you can see, the data is green and brown and red. So three different types of data, three different types of classes. Don't worry about that so much. And we're going to separate our data into training set and labels or target. So here we are separating the data, and we're going to make get the target ready, or get the label ready. Label of the data is the species. We get it ready, and we're gonna split the data into training set, and into test set. And here we're gonna we're gonna build a model. So this model is not trained yet. We're gonna build a model, a deep learning model that uses nodes or neurons to train the model. And this model is here, and we're gonna define the model, and we'll define the model here. And this is the summary of the model. It's got these nodes, and it's got 203 trainable parameters or weights. So the weights are what determines the model. We're going to fit the model, and we're going to make predictions. So we fit in the model, make predictions, and we're going to go through 100 epochs, like 100 runs of the computer. As you can see, we are here, and here we're going to do a metric to see how our model did. And as you can see, our model did 90% accuracy. It's not bad, but before I got 100, I don't know what happened here. Let me train it again one more time. I did something wrong. Let's start again. Let's train it again. 100 epochs. see the accuracy. And now the accuracy is 100%, 1.00. It's 100%. So basically, I'm going to explain, if you haven't touched on data science before, you're going to find all these things that I was talking about very strange. But I'm going to explain. What we have is data about flowers, and we're predicting the type of flower there is. There's 3 types of flower. We call them classes. And now the model can determine with 100% accuracy which type of flower just by giving the dimension. You go out in the field and you measure the petal and you measure the sepal sizes and you give it to the model, and the model will tell you which species of flower that is. Isn't that incredible? And that's intelligence in an app that we have extracted intelligence from this data. Let me show you the data. So this is the data here. So just from this data, we have extracted some intelligence. And that's what I was gonna talk about. Just a little brief touch on data science. As I'm getting interested in this field of computing, I find it fascinating, and there is more and more. It's a very big field. It's mainly mathematics, but the mathematics is abstracted through the functions that we use. So we don't see much of mathematics. We only see the functions, and yeah, that's what data science is today: machine learning, artificial intelligence. Thank you for listening.